Today we're in Woodstock, Vermont, one of the most beautiful fall destinations in the world. Join us as we fully embrace the fall season in the small towns of Vermont. We'll wander through the charming downtown, find all the iconic photo spots, explore the beautiful backroads of Vermont, and then finish the day in the best way we possibly could. It's the perfect way to fully embrace everything that fall has to offer.
Did you see that was magical? That was literally magical.
We start the day by making the drive from Burlington, Vermont to Woodstock. As we were starting to get close to Woodstock, we found a beautiful lake right next to the road. First stop of the day, we found this nice lake in this town called, I think it was Barnard or something like that. It's seriously the most peaceful thing ever. There's houses all around, and they all have like docks on the lake. This would be a crazy place to live, especially this time of year. Made it to downtown Stowe. This is definitely one of the most charming little towns you could possibly visit in the fall. It's just such a nice small town feel. Everything's going pretty slow and all the buildings are very old and historic, but we're just gonna go walk into all the shops, try to find a bakery, have a nice morning before we start exploring the back roads and looking for the fall colors.
This is so pretty.
We really wanted to find somewhere to get some baked goods for breakfast. We found a nice cafe called Monvert Cafe, but it was really busy. We noticed that on the other side of the road, they had what looked like a food truck version of the Monvert Cafe, and it was about to open.
So we lucked out with a super nice day. It's probably like 65 degrees, but there's seriously not a cloud in the sky. It is so sunny and bright. We're gonna try to get some chocolate croissants.
We picked up our breakfast and headed to the Village Green to find a nice place to sit. Got the goods. This town is literally amazing. Wish I had a word other than charming.
If you've seen Gilmore Girls, it's like Star Hollow. It's just so cute. There's just these little cafes everywhere, cute little parks, and the foliage just makes it feel so cozy. There's also a really, really cool covered bridge. My favorite covered bridge I've seen is just right around the corner from where we're standing.
We'll go check that out next.
Got some treats like we always do.
I got a cinnamon scone.
I just got a chocolate croissant.
That's pretty good. Don't tell me that's a cider stand, dude. I think that's actually, it's a whole bunch of crock pots full of cider.
Crock pots?
You cannot get better cider than that.
But that was one of the best chocolate croissants I've ever had. Like, just to put it in perspective, we've been to like 10 European countries within the past 3 months, and that one might have taken it for me.
Walking through town, we can't miss the iconic covered bridge right in the center. For us, the covered bridges are always a highlight of visiting Vermont. They bring a feeling of history and significance. If this tree looks fake from the camera, just know it looks fake in real life too. It is so bright. That's the brightest colored tree I've ever seen.
That was magical. That was literally magical.
When all the leaves were falling?
Yeah, and I was like walking up. I was literally in a movie, I think.
Like we were saying, this is a really famous town to come to in Vermont in the fall. There's a lot of really famous photos that people get, and one of them is of this home that puts these little pumpkins on their fence posts. And it's like this. And we've never seen it. We were here last year and we didn't see it. So that's our mission right now, is to go try to find it and get a cool photo.
I think this red house over there is an iconic photo for Woodstock. I think, like, do real people live in these? These houses are just like so unreal. I just can't imagine people living in it. Look at that. No way somebody just lives there.
This is their town hall theater.
Dude, they're just playing a bunch of horror films. Like once a week they play a horror film in there.
This one in the middle is like my dream carving pumpkin. Okay, we've been walking around for a minute. We can't find the fence, but we're not giving up. We don't want to look up the directions because it takes away from the adventure. Oh, have you ever seen something more charming in your
That's so
entire
nice.
life? Another super iconic photo spot that people usually go to when they are visiting the Woodstock area is Sleepy Hollow Farms. It's such an iconic photo. I think everybody has probably seen a photo of it, but they've actually asked people to not go anymore, the owners. It's just become such a problem. And now it's just considered trespassing. And so we're not gonna go. We are going to go up and around that area though, because we heard there's some really good foliage up there. But yeah, just a disclaimer.
Here we are at the Woodstock Inn and Resort, one of the most historic landmarks in Woodstock. This inn has been a gathering place for visitors looking to feel the charm of Vermont for a long time. One cool thing is that you're free to walk around the garden. You're maybe even free to walk inside, but we'll go ask and find out. Such a beautiful place. And it's right in the center of Woodstock. Like, could not be a better place to stay in Woodstock.
I never have luck finding pumpkins that are as perfect as these ones. I need to try to take one home. Like, look at that thing. Seriously? That's perfect. They know their town is so known for fall and they just embrace it entirely.
A local said that we're allowed to come inside and walk around and check it out. It's so fancy. This would be probably one of the best fall vibes you could possibly have sitting here. It's so nice. The leaves in Woodstock are currently in their falling phase. We love how it looks to watch the leaves slowly floating down.
It is just the craziest vibe.
So we've left the main downtown part of Woodstock behind us. We're still looking for that fence with the pumpkins. We've looked like on every street in this town, so we're gonna try farther down here. Maybe it's this way. We're trying really hard though.
Okay, we've maybe found it. It's literally called Pleasant Street. Pleasant Street? Are you kidding me? In a town like this, it's perfect.
The best way to describe this town and this street and all the houses and everything is pleasant.
Okay, we found it. With these cute little pumpkins. Where do they even find these little pumpkins? But this is such an iconic spot in Woodstock.
I can't believe we actually found it. I was having my doubts because we didn't find it last year and it wasn't anywhere in downtown, but it's kind of just right outside. And I was also surprised because I thought it would just be like one house. It's actually like 3 houses with long fences and they all have little pumpkins on each of the peg things.
This is such a charming street. Look at that. It's just a street leading up to the church.
And it's called Pleasant Street.
I can't. Yeah, it's just too cute here.
That's as good as it gets. No, that is Pleasant Street for sure. So now we have left Woodstock and we're doing what I think is the best thing to do in New England in the fall. We're just taking the back roads. We're driving around. We are not headed anywhere in particular. We don't have any directions pulled up. We're just gonna start driving around, and I think we might be doing this the rest of the day because when you're here and you're driving around, you can always find something to do. This week we found so many amazing spots while driving around on the back roads. Our favorite so far was the other night when we found a horse pasture surrounded by amazing foliage. Yes, I can. Well, this place is just absolutely gorgeous. We have been driving around for the past couple hours just all on the back roads and just kind of exploring random spots, and we've ended up here at Killington. This is the Killington ski resort, and there's a ton of mountain biking going on. Right now we're like right kind of next to a trail. This whole area in Killington, this is probably the most colorful leaves we've seen while I've been here, and it's just insane, and it goes all the way up the mountain. But I think we're gonna keep exploring in this area because it's amazing. There's just so much to see, and this place is just unreal. Driving around the back road still, and we're looking for awesome photo spots. I just spotted this little gazebo thing right off the side of the road, and it has a crazy view. Gosh, look at that. The colors are just insane right now. We spent a lot of time just taking it slow and appreciating the charm of Vermont's back roads. We saw some of the best foliage in the world and stopped at all the best spots. We found a sick lake, and we're gonna probably stay here for sunset.
We're pretty jealous of these people over here on the canoe. I can't think of something that would be more relaxing to do right now.
As we've been driving around the back roads of New England the past couple days, we have seen so many lakes like this. They're huge. Everywhere, and they all have the crazy colors on the banks, and it's so cool. Well, starting our day in Woodstock this morning, and then spending the rest of the day driving around the back roads and just taking in the vibe of New England in the fall has just been amazing. And then ending the day at a beautiful lake like this. We ended the day yesterday at a beautiful lake, and then 3 hours away we're ending it at another lake that's very similar. Coming to places like this is definitely the best way to experience the fall. It's something you really can't get anywhere else in the world to this level. With that said, thanks for watching. We had an amazing day. Comment, like, subscribe. We really want to grow this channel. We're just going to watch the sunset here and have a nice, relaxing rest of our night, and we'll see you next time.